Welcome to a continuance of the recreated presentation I gave to the Educational Program Committee of the Hobo Valley Regional School District on December 15th, 2008. This is the segment relating to the R computing language. Emphasis on science and math. Business leaders and politicians commonly recognize that the United States' ability to compete in the global marketplace is closely intertwined with the educational level of its technical workforce. Worthy scientific conjecture is possible only after an appreciation is developed to observe, manipulate, and analyze information. Worthy scientific conjecture drives innovation. R's predecessor, the S computing language. In the mid-70s, a Bell Laboratories team developed a tool to manage, analyze, and visualize data. The resulting user-friendly tool was unlike serious computing language with which engineers and scientists were accustomed. It contained such rich capabilities that a full-blown general-purpose computing language was born. It was called S. S computing language functionality. S is an integrated software suite that allows one to read and write information, manipulate, analyze, and generate information, use modules written in languages such as Fortran and C, produce publication quality graphs. S computing language recognition. Because S altered the way people manipulate, analyze, and visualize data, the Association for Computing Machinery, the world's oldest and largest educational and scientific computing society, presented S project leader John Chambers with the Software System Award in 1998. Here are the Software System Award recipients. I would say the S computing language has some pretty impressive company. Unix, PostScript, TCP/IP, the World Wide Web. This NCSA Mosaic, I don't know if people remember, but this was the first browser. The S computing language, the Apache group, Java. Think back to the LAMP architecture. We see Unix, which was the predecessor to Linux. We see Apache. We don't see a database system, but we see, like Perl, we have two object-oriented / scripting / interpreted languages, both the S system and Java. S computing language evolution. Insightful Corporation added capabilities for graphics and made an S descendant commercially available. It was called S+, or it is called S+. Robert Gentleman and Rosai Haka of the University of Auckland made another S descendant freely available. It was called R. Chambers joined the R core development team in 1997. Is one to use S, S+, or R, or another computing language? R is free and used extensively in industry. Any analytical tool with a modern language functionality would suffice. R computing language characteristics. It's an interpreted / scripting language. It's an object-oriented language. It's used extensively in the financial, telecommunications, and pharmaceutical industries, and it will enhance education quality and cost effectiveness. R computing language availability. R is available at this website as free software under the terms of the Free Software Foundation's GNU General Public License. Source code and binary versions are available for Unix-like, Windows, and Mac OS operating systems. Today is January 11th. I did give a demonstration to the Educational Program Committee on December 15th concerning the R programming language. I'll take time now to discuss what I demonstrated. I hope to have the video presentation, the video recreation of the R demonstration finished in 1 week. The R computing language demonstration. I'll start by showing two examples of the decision-making prowess of the Hopewell Valley Regional School District Board of Education. I will show how the R computing language can easily investigate the Hopewell Valley wireless coverage that was deployed during the summer project for which Dennis Schmidt had responsibility. In order to generate the information with which the R computing language will analyze, I'll also need the Linux laptop that I'm using currently. Interestingly enough, the wireless coverage at the high school, the middle school, and the administration building are much more pervasive than the wireless coverage where I work. I work for GlaxoSmithKline, the second largest pharmaceutical company in the world, and I've never heard anyone complain about the scarcity of wireless coverage. When I expressed my confusion about seeing no students walking around carrying laptops, Patricia Coates, the Hopewell Valley Regional School District Director of Communication and Instruction, claimed that they have no plan to utilize the wireless coverage that was deployed. Next, I'll investigate the Hopewell Valley Regional School District line item budget and depict some information. I chose to show the technology associated costs and the transportation costs. Then I'll just go to some basic R strengths. I'll generate statistical information and perform some analyses. I'll produce pie charts. I'll access graphical symbols or show how easily they're accessed. I'll show the syntax for defining mathematical functions. And I'll produce some 2D and 3D graphs.